Wanda is considered one of the most passionate and positive people you'll ever meet, both personally and professionally. Her inspirational mentoring, sales, and customer service training has dubbed her to be Wanda D. Hollis, the motivational queen. She launched Wanda D TV, a revolutionary online real estate talk show where local businesses and community leaders discuss their services, issues, and concerns. Wanda is passionate about helping people achieve their goals and dreams. She has gone on to pursue many passions, including her I Am Enough talk show, having a seat on the West Georgia Board of Realtors, author of inspirational and motivational books, and also a strong supporter of several nonprofit organizations within her community. Wanda believes that there's no such thing as bad decisions, only regrets of not making the right attempt. For speaking engagements or to book her for your next event or conference, please visit www.IamEnough365.com.
Yo, it's me, Wanda D, the motivational queen. Y'all all supposed to say that at the same time. Y'all know that.
I'll leave that for the ladies part. I let them say that queen,
right.
But he ain't doing no high-pitched voices over here.
I know you did it. Thank you, guys. Welcome to the I Am Enough talk show. And here beside me is my lovely co-host and chef. They're gonna introduce themselves in a minute, but I just want to tell y'all to thank you. Come on in the room, wherever you're watching from. Check this out. If you're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Snapchat. Are we on Snapchat? Well, anyway, we should be. If we're not on Snapchat, we should be. So all of that stuff, just tell them that it's time to come on in the room. This is the I Am Enough talk show where your dreams matter. We are a manifesting show. We believe that once we set intentions, that all we got to do is just expect and receive. Amen. It is Sunday, so can I get a amen? All right now. That's right. So Chimia, what's going on?
Hello, everyone. I am Author Chimia Hill-Burton, and it's Freestyle Sunday.
It is Freestyle Sunday.
I wish we had that rematch.
Okay, yeah, it is Freestyle Sunday. So, what you got going on, girl? Tell them what you got brewing.
I got a couple of things brewing. So, if you haven't been following my Facebook page, you should
follow.
Yes, Author Chimia Hill-Burton. Yes. Share, like, comment. I love it all. It's in the hearts. We love it. We'll be doing the book launch. I'll be doing a live book launch.
All the way live.
Yes.
Stop.
It's all the way live.
Oh. For the third book of my trilogy, Beautiful and Hero. She's Beautiful and Hero, The Infringed Heart.
Wow.
So that's April the 5th at 7 p.m. on the I Am Enough talk show. It's going to be live.
It's going to be lit. I love it.
Always.
Because you got people coming in from...
Oh, man, I got people coming in from all walks of life. I got people who read the script, didn't read the script, read the book, own the book, love the book. Don't love the book.
Yeah.
Well, you can't please everybody.
No, you can't.
Don't even try.
And I don't.
Sure don't.
Jesus, if you try. That's right. Chef Antonio L. Smith.
What's happening?
What up, though?
Yeah,
we got Detroit in the house. Michigan, Flint. Okay, we ain't gonna mess with the Flintstones. We ain't gonna mess with the Flintstones.
I love Detroit.
All right. We're not gonna mess with. I know that was me. I slipped. Forgive me. But we still like this.
Yeah, we still Wonder Twins.
Okay, right.
Bam.
Wonder Twins.
Activate.
That's right. So y'all, you know what? Come on in. They need to get on here into the studio, and we got a live studio audience. I'm just waiting for them to make a lot of noise.
Thank you.
Well, we got one person who has some drinks and then bring down for the rest of the audience.
So.
Talking about that rum punch, but ain't sharing with nobody. Yeah, so he might get cut off from that little appetite.
Well, you know what? You got the food, so maybe he won't get a plate today.
Well, I can't do him like that.
You can't do him.
That mean, so I have to go ahead and hook him up so that way he can hire me for his event or something.
Well, and that's the whole point. He
might have a lady he want to impress.
Yeah.
And by the time I leave, he'll have a wonderful evening.
A happy ending.
A happy ending.
That's right.
That's
right.
you know, and that's what we do.
So what you got on the menu brewing today?
Oh, man. Today is on the menu. One of my favorite appetizers I like to do. Real nice little, I've been on a health kick for the last month or so, trying to be at least. So today we're going to have a crusty baguette with marinated mozzarella balls, herb mozzarella balls, which consist of fresh rosemary, thyme, and basil, which I brought some of that so they can see how do I put it together. And so then we're going to have sun-dried pesto with a prosciutto.
Okay, awesome. So nice, this is like our little appetizer.
Yeah.
And then we're going to follow you home for the main course. Is that what we're doing?
I'm the main, the course, so we can go to there.
Hey. Y'all better cut it out. Cut it out. Freestyle Sunday.
That's how it goes.
So it's real nice little meal. Something real nice. Mm-hmm. So the mozzarella balls are marinating in olive oil.
How long they have to marinate, Chef?
Well, I like to let them marinate for a couple of days.
Ooh.
So it really soaks in the flavor. Got a little salt and pepper, and like I said, the fresh herbs, rosemary, thyme, basil. Smells real good over there.
I know it does. It does. I can't wait to.
Then you got the fresh sun-dried tomato pesto.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be real sexy.
So what kind of I'm jumping all into your session, but I just want to know for the people might want to know. Do the people want to know?
People want to know.
Okay. So
inquiring minds always want to know.
Inquiring minds want to know.
I love the inquiring minds.
So what type of appetizer would that go good with, like with a main course?
With the main course, it can go pretty much with anything. Absolutely, really.
Mm-hmm.
It can also go well with the white wine.
Mm-hmm.
So if you just want to serve this with a white wine, a nice little finger food for it, it'll go well with that.
Mm-hmm.
But you can serve it with a pasta, since it's pretty much an Italian dish appetizer anyway, because it's mozzarella balls.
Okay.
It's the cheese. So it'll go good with an Italian dish mainly.
Okay. We'll start right there because, when you get in that kitchen, I'll be in that kitchen with you, and I had to find some conversation. So just don't, we can't leave all that
we
conversation.
We got some conversation today.
Okay, so what y'all think about this voting thing? Is everybody registered to vote? Who votes? Because I know some people don't vote. Everybody vote. Well, maybe not everybody because everybody didn't raise their hand. So it's okay. But what's your take on that?
Which idiot do I want to vote for?
Yeah. Well, you got to choose one.
100.
Okay.
And to me, they're all trying to buy the black vote. Each and every last one of them. They don't care about us. All of a sudden, you see a commercial with, Michael Bloomberg. He's done this for the black community, but he was the first one that put the stop and frisk rule in New York, arresting all the black and brown people.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Biden, he might get a pass, but I don't agree with Bernie Sanders.
Bernie Mac.
Bernie, yeah, I'm going to say Bernie Mac.
Bernie
Sanders.
He can't to Donald Mac or McDonald's. No.
I don't agree with
Ronald McDonald.
Rest in peace, Bernie. Rest in peace. He rolling in his grave somewhere.
This, what's the dictator name? Castro. He's been...
educate him, Chef.
He's been preaching about how he led a dictatorship about reading and stuff like that, which... Well, he just wanted them to learn how to read so they can read his dictatorship policies that he had in Cuba. It was still a dictatorship. I don't believe in anything he says.
Right.
Pete Buttigieg.
Well, politician is tricky. Politicians
They're
are
all
tricky.
a bunch of crooked son of a guns.
Yeah.
Keep it clean on that one. They're a bunch of crooked son of a guns. And like I said, everybody is bucking for the black vote. And they don't really care about us. At the end of the day, they're going to be like, oh, okay, we got the black vote. All right, everybody want to, because our vote really does matter. If we get out there and turn out in turns, they can't stop us, which we really need to understand that. And our people are like, no, our vote doesn't count, this, and that, and the third. People died for us to vote.
Exactly.
We need to voice our opinion on voting.
That's
Stop
right.
being idiots
and not just wait till big major elections, because it starts in your community.
Exactly.
Even from your home from your home ownership community or whatever. Go to the things that matter, like your school boards. Pay attention to who's on your city council. At every level, that's what matters more so than who sits as the figurehead. Because I know we had the young lady on the show not too long ago that kind of have taken Conyers by storm. Her and another another friend that they went and ran for city council and
that.
won. Yeah, and now they're and they're shaking up things, and they did everything to keep them out. I mean, like everything. They smeared them. Did a smear campaign, sent emails out to different people. I mean, they did a lot of stuff, and they still end up winning. So that's to me, that's the good part about government, because we still have to put somebody in charge.
Yeah.
But we as people, we have to remember to hold them accountable. And that's where we drop the ball. Because at all levels, we have to show up to the school boards and say, listen, well, why aren't our kids passing state assessments? Why don't our kids have the right proper tools? So, all of that kind of stuff matter. Well, what's your take? What's your take, Chimia?
Yeah, to piggyback on what you said, yes, we have to make sure that we have the right people in Congress, in the Senate, and everything else, because these are the people who make the laws. Mm-hmm. The president only enforces what the laws are given, signs off, say, hey, this is what the law is. But Congress and the Senate are the ones who are going to make the laws. If we want things to change, we have to make sure we have those right people in office, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
And make sure that they're going for, everybody's everybody's opinions, not just their own agendas or their corporate agendas, those
well,
things.
let's face it, when it come down to it, the money matter.
Money do matter.
Money talk and
BS walk.
Bleep,
We all
bleep.
know it.
Yeah,
Walk.
it's a marathon.
So we all know. We all know. But as long as we have enough people that be like, okay, but so do these issues. These issues also matter.
Absolutely.
We understand, hey, it's a business. We know.
The problem is they don't never stick to the issues. We can go and which we gotta really hold them accountable for. We gotta really force the issues on them.
That's right.
They get sidetracked a lot.
Oh, because bribery is real.
It's really real.
They can bribe me.
Bribery, retaliation, all types of things, intimidation. A lot of things happen to people who really want to make a difference, as you said. Mm-hmm. They'll smear you. They'll pick up your past. They'll pick at every little piece of nook and cranny and try to throw it into the fire and everything else. But you have to be strong enough to stand tall.
If Trump can get elected, I can get elected. Put
I
somebody
don't know.
behind me.
Oh Lord, we need the bell. We need the bell on that one.
So what do you think about that? He's still in the race, right? I'm so far removed.
I don't.
Well, I keep a lot. I'm a CNN junkie. I watch that every morning.
Okay, so that's good.
That one.
And so my thoughts
Somebody needs to.
on that is like they had a chance to get him out of office with the impeachment, and now that the only Mitch Romney shots out to Mitch Romney, because he was the only Republican that went against him in the whole vote. Mm-hmm. And for him to go against his own party, that man brought tears to my eyes. Mm-hmm. For one, because he was like, he's a man of God and he's for the people. And he's like, the president is dead wrong. And the rest of the Republicans should get off their high horses and stop being scared of that man and go against him. So now they want to go against him now, because of this whole little issue with the coronavirus and everything and stuff like that. That's a whole other subject for me.
Yeah.
I don't even want to.
We're
gonna hit that.
Because people they tell me people dying. I mean,
I'm like this because I'm getting ready to fly home to Michigan for a funeral, and all my issues with the kidney disease and everything and stuff. People be like, Antonio, aren't you scared? You know what? If it's my time to go, it's going to be my time to go.
Okay, so.
It's in God's will.
Yeah, I know.
I'm going to travel, enjoy life, and do whatever I want to do.
Because I'm sure going to London.
Because it's another it's another pharmaceutical $1 billion thing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So they can get
that check.
Get the check.
Are we ready to talk about the coronavirus?
Might as well. We done jumped.
Okay,
Freestyle
all right,
Sunday. I'm like.
Okay, so let me.
What you got, co-host? It take co-host a minute to get it together.
I'm telling you, because I don't be want to snap off at one point in time. Just be honest. Let me explain something to everybody. This is nothing new under the sun, okay? If you pay attention, and I think the first time I actually heard of the human coronavirus was back when the Gulf War was going on. And they called it SARS. Mm-hmm. It's the same thing, people. It's the same thing manufactured and given to somebody else. And that's why when people started looking at the back of their Lysol cans, if you hadn't noticed, it's on there. Well, why would it be on there? It's been on there forever. Because nothing is new under the sun. So them bulking it up is almost like them screaming Ebola again. That didn't last 3 days.
3 days.
Like 3 days.
But that's like everything.
Yeah, if you hype it enough and people grab onto it.
Look over there. Look over there. They want you to look over there.
Look over there because we got this going on over here. We got a distraction. That's basically what goes into play. Now, guys, remember that this happens from unclean environments, foods, and things of that nature. Most black people, we keep bleach, Lysol, ammonia, Ajax, Perel. We don't go nowhere. You cough in our direction. We ready
house be all fumed up.
Okay,
we run
that's
out of
what's
house.
gonna kill us. Yeah, the house is gonna smell like okay. That's what I'm saying. The house is gonna smell so good, and you're gonna be like, girl, you was cleaning. Yep, I can smell the bleach. Okay, we not.
Down the street, you can smell it.
Down the street,
Too much of it, you gonna be in there passed
out.
Open all the doors.
But my house is clean. I'm germaphobe free. That's what I got going on. But see, that's the thing. You got to know what's causing it in these certain areas, especially with China and everything else. Not everything in China. I'm not saying anything about China.
But then too, they said this, that every time that there's a economic crisis, that they have to create some type of disease or whatever. So there's an economic crisis going on in China, and they had to make this thing come about to say, okay, this is what's happening. This is what's happening. This is what's happening.
China is one of the first or second richest countries in the world, but they don't get Africa its credit because Africa, you got diamonds and gold in Africa. To me, that should be the richest continent. Along with you have, of course, you got the Middle East with the oil, but at the same time, China doesn't really produce anything that we use but technology.
Which is big.
Huge.
Which is the way
our Sony, our iPhones,
it's
our
everything.
And
big.
Everything comes from, pretty much comes from China.
Okay, but everybody's still getting stuff from China. Everybody's getting stuff. I just got clothes.
But see, then too, China's media has a media cap, so you're not even gonna know what they have going on because they only release what they want us to know, what they want us to exploit is the only thing that
Trump is trying to do now. He put Mike Pence with the so-called coronavirus crew or whatever. And they're only he's like, well, we're only going to let the CDC release so much information. And like Mike Pipe, what's the Democrat name that's in the head of somebody help me out.
Don't ask
Mike
me.
Schumer, whatever his name is.
Oh, okay. I heard of that guy.
The one that always goes to get strong. He's a Democrat. Nancy Pelosi's boy. Whatever his name is. He was like, the president needs to stop lying to the American people. And it was like they said, when they had a chance to get him out of office, they should have got him out of office. That's their fault. They should have stopped kissing ass and just got him out of office. Oops,
well,
my bad.
Okay,
no,
everything's set up. Understand everything gets to be set up. So what they did was they have enough evidence, but and it's true. You can impeach him, but they want him gone. So they want to gone. Yeah, some people. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna say. Some people do want him gone.
Service up here on the next show.
I know, right? No, they not.
No. What I'm saying is handcuffs, going to prison type deals. And so you can't do that.
Why? You said gone.
Yeah, but that's going.
Well, that's true. They figure if they after the election, that's if he doesn't get a second term. I don't put nothing behind people.
You don't think he'll win?
I think he probably will win, just out of some crazy coincidence.
Spite. I feel like out of spite.
And
then that's gonna be the turning point.
Exactly.
Because see, if he gets,
he gonna buy that black vote.
If he gets it, and it's gonna be out of spite.
It's not so
it's
much
gonna come out. Yeah.
Spite.
Come on now, the Simpsons ain't be playing with you.
I'm doing justice reform for the black community.
Remember, he was a Democrat at first. The whole political melting pot is just a big game. It's like what you step on whatever side will get your agenda passed. You said on whatever side will get you. Like putting your lobbyists in there for different things. I was talking to who was I talking to last night? He has Beverly Foundation, Cunningham Foundation. Some of you might know him here in Atlanta, but his platform was against domestic violence. And he said, well, Wanda, I have to shift now more into AIDS awareness because they're not giving monies to domestic violence. And so he's up there lobbying for money. And I was like, wow, everything's so political. And he was like, everything. Mm-hmm. So even with him on this nonprofit foundation that he does a lot of work, good work, it's like he needs the funding. And sometimes when you need the funding, you got to switch over. You just got to go over on that side of the street to go get the money. Yeah, and it's sad, but that's just the game of politics.
Yeah, but Trump came out a long time ago saying he would go Republican because he thought they were stupid.
Yeah, he did.
And he's proving their point.
I mean,
to the
and he
T.
would, and he said that a long time ago when he was young. He was like, "Oh, if I was running, I'd run Republican." Oh yeah, because they're a bunch of idiots. He said that live. I don't know if people looked at it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know because I'm very familiar with old Trump boy. But anyway,
I'm just saying. Ugh.
Yeah, it's just they all want to get to like I said, they want to buy our votes. They want to say that we're doing this or we did this for the black community, like Michael Bloomberg, where he says he was like, well, I did this and there's more black businesses growing on now and life is different here in New York for my black people. Why we got to be the black people? Why life got to be different for us? Why can't we just be all equally human beings? Well, we're all foreigners. We all was brought over here on the boat. Even the white folks came over here on the boat. They came over from Europe.
But we are different.
Yes, we are. We're very different.
They should pay us what they need to pay us. That will be the start of giving us what we need.
Every foreign person that comes over here gets some money for school, open a business. You got more. We live in Atlanta. I know everybody notices this. More Koreans and Japanese people own more chicken places in Atlanta and hairdressers or nail salons than anything else. When this is a black community, a black state, and how come we can't own a lot of? We should be investing in our own communities, even from the liquor stores.
Well, we have to have a community first to invest in. Used to be a time where we had communities. Now they're so. We really don't have the community base like we used to back like in the 60s before the first riots. Is when we really had communities, when you really had your mom and pop stores and grocery stores and banks and all this other kind of stuff. It's so different now. So when you talk about investing, I think it really needs to go into, if you go try to get a loan, you should be given the loan based on you, not all of this.
Color your skin.
Right. Not all of these roadblocks, and every time you get to the line and you think you about to cross it, they move the line back over. Oh, well, you need one more piece of document. You need to prove this. You need to prove that. That's where the whole separation comes in, to where, yes, we are different. But if we were to really wake up and put all of our resources together, we could get a lot further. But what happens is, even take a look at like Hollywood, and you have people making big fat checks. They'll still go and want to get on the white man's platform as opposed to band together and create their own platform.
That's why I give Tyler Perry a lot of huge respect. That man has built his own company. They didn't want to produce his movies. He said, you know what, the hell with y'all. I don't need y'all to. I built my own damn studio. And that's exactly what he did. And now he got everyone from motion pictures want to shoot at his studio now. So now they paying this man to shoot at his studios now. The white man paying him, which is phenomenal. If it was a time that they didn't want to give him no type of props.
Oh yeah,
no type of
he had
money.
to build the table.
He had to build the table. Like, you know what? I built my table. I'm gonna eat at my own table.
Yeah, but it's still so much building that we need to do. In respects to just how everything is still upside down, and it's still, the scales are still they're not going to be fair. And let's face it, they probably won't be fair in this lifetime. But what we have to do, I feel strongly about, we have to come to awareness, is to focus on what really matters for you, for your family, for your legacy. To focus on, like, really, really, what do I need to be paying attention to? And we run after shiny things. We kind of get distracted in terms of, okay, like if you know, for instance, now let's solve some of these issues right here. If you know you want to start a business and your credit sucks, why aren't you working on your credit? Why are you still buying things that you can't afford, like pocketbooks and going on trips and stuff like this? Why are you trying to impress somebody as opposed to work on what will get you what you need? Because
at this conversation the other day with some business people, they're like, because people, they like to live like the others when they're
but that's the cycle of being with your eyes shut. You know, if I really want to open up this school and I know it's gonna take me $100,000 and or I need $1 million+ credit line, then all I need to do is put myself in the right position to raise up my credit score, so then I can get a line of credit that will support what I need. Then I could use other people's money. But if you keep letting your lights get turned off and your cars get and your houses get foreclosed and your cars get repossessed, then you can't really blame
the other
people. You can't. So
you really can't.
At some point, it's like, when do we take responsibility? We could hold everybody accountable, but we have to hold ourselves accountable at first. That's the first person in line.
Somebody posted a question on Facebook, like, what would you do if you had I think it was like if you had like $2 million, and what kind of business would you open up? I said, I'll open up a dispensary. They jumped on me like, what would you do why would you open a dispensary up? I'm like, don't you know? Weed is money. Marijuana stocks are booming right now.
Absolutely.
And she's like, well, don't you know every time the government get their hands on stuff, it messes up?
And
what? She's like, you shouldn't do that.
So what did she suggest? What was her alternative?
She didn't have one.
Exactly.
See, that's the problem.
I'm like this. She's like, well, all for you. I don't know what you're just gonna blow your money.
Look.
I'll show you better. I can tell you.
Right.
We were talking about that, about people not following behind what you got going on because they can't see your vision ahead of what you got going on. Which is true, and that's the weird part. That's why when you ask those questions and people start coming at you, you be like, "What? Ain't this? Yeah, this is my table. I remember. Okay, so I want to make sure this is my table. I didn't invite you to my table. You're welcome to go to the door. I mean, that's the crazy part about people. If you want to build something, build it.
Right.
If you want to do what you want to do with your money, then you do what you want to do with your money. The only problem is that I feel that when people decide that they want to make a business, this is a trending thing again. It's like anything else. When people go buy shoes, it's a trending thing. Like purses, houses, cars, it's all a trending thing because that's the thing that's in. Some of them really don't really be in it to win it. They really be like, oh, I got a business. So they can flash a business card to give them.
Sounds good. It sounds good.
Superficial status, that artificial status. And you be looking like, so what your business do? Oh, well, I'm still working on it. 5-6 years later, I see a lot of your business cards. Well, where's your plan? I'm still. Yeah, it was never your real intention. And you know what I'm saying? People.
The status quo.
Right. It's about the trend. It's about what is out, what is popular, what is trending.
Yeah, you said something too, Chef, when you talked about social media. And I saw on social media where a female, she gave a guy a rental property for his birthday, right? Yes. So, and he was not really feeling that rental property. He said, I'd rather have some shoes
or something.
Some clothes or some whatever. And they were like, they and so his friends was like, man, you got, and he said, what's that? And it was like a bottle of cologne. And what's that? A deed to a rental property. And it just went totally over his head. Two things. First of all, ladies, wake up. Do not be buying no rental property if y'all not in a legal binding marriage. Okay, first of all. Don't even do it. Don't even do it because you are not. That's just wrong on so many levels. Okay, yeah. Let's not go there
because it doesn't. I wouldn't do it either because I'm not finna buy no woman no property and she's not my wife. We have to be building together as a couple.
Exactly.
Not as a boyfriend girlfriend.
And secondly, that's the wrong guy. If you are thinking about investing and you have the mindset, you got the wrong partner if he didn't appreciate them keys in his hands. Okay, so two things. Because if you was to go get it for me, I'm like, okay, thank you. I'm appreciate it. I'm be like,
get this money.
I'm like, yes, let's do it when we get the second one. But for the reasons of
some guys
he said, what is she doing? I don't want this. Take this thing back.
He wanted to turn up and everything.
Yeah, he wanted some bling bling, some flashiness.
If I could have jumped through that Facebook screen just to choke him, like, who's an idiot?
Yeah,
I'm like, well, honey, you take it with you and go ahead and do what you got to do with it.
I know. But guys, thank you for joining us so far. You know, like I said, this Freestyle Sunday. We got some beautiful people in the building. Did y'all know Tina B in here, right?
Yeah.
Tina B, you know, she in the back of the room. She in the back of the room. She did this play that was phenomenal. Like, I'm telling you, we got so much talent in Atlanta to where, and I'm so glad that I'm just finger on the pulse. She put this play together called A Shell of a Man. And when I tell you,
you didn't cast me,
you will be crying. Don't worry. You going to probably, you know, she's still traveling around the country with this thing. So this play was so dynamic. And we talked about this earlier today, talking about people really following their gifts and operating on the do instead of the I should be doing. She's one of those people that's doing it, you know. Just totally, she probably wake up every night saying, I want to do something, and she just go do it. And that's how we should be when we come to a point in our life of understanding that we can do anything. That's right. And regardless of all the obstacles and hoops that we have to jump through, we still can do anything. We are, and I'm just going to say this, no disrespect to anybody else, but I love my people. Black people, we've been through enough to have the thickest skin ever. So with that being said, we need to really come outside of caring what other people think, caring about how many no's, how much we're going to get turned down, what don't matter. We talked about this. Yes. Don't matter if the book got some misspelled words in it, or if the cover ain't right the first time. Just go ahead on and do it, and then go back and correct it. Just keep doing it until you perfect it and master your craft. You know, that's what goes on. You know, when I first started on this whole media platform, and my very first producer is in the room. We came and we met, and I said, I'm doing this. And I think 2 weeks later, I was launching in the space of internet TV, just like that. Didn't know much, still don't know much as far as working boards and hitting buttons. But all I knew is that I needed what I needed, and this looked like a good thing for me at the time. And it wasn't. I still see people sitting on the sideline saying, I'm going to get started. I'm gonna do that, and a year passes, and I'm I got some books I'm working on. When are they gonna come out? You know, when I worked with Karen, it was like magic, because we're totally different. She's very analytical, you know. I gotta say the right words, and I never say the right words right. And she's like, "What did you say? What did you mean?" Like, so you know, I'm like, Karen, come on, the thingamajig, the whatchamacallit. She's like, what are you talking about? You know, so, but it's that beautiful blend. It's that beautiful blend that makes the magic, because you don't have to know everything to get started. You don't have to. All you have to have is this burning desire, right, to get started and get going. That's it. And keep going.
And keep going. I was like, where did you come up with the name for I Am Enough at?
Right.
And then when you explained it to me, I was like, you know what? That rocks.
Yeah.
You know, I see the thought behind it and the process. Because as you think about it, everything like we go through, you like, you know, I had enough of this. I'm tired. I had enough of it. I'm like, that's a great concept. Mm-hmm. That's a great brand for you.
And then to do it, you know, you got to just keep on doing. We have to keep on being in front of what we want to.
Your dreams.
Our dreams. We can't abandon our dreams. Nobody else gives a shit about what you got going on. And if you don't care,
we're gonna bail that for that one.
Then nobody cares.
I'm serious.
I mean, nobody really cares, because you know, when I started like the Wake Up Winning, when I started that about 5-6 years ago. It was some time ago. I don't know. I'm, you know, whatever. But it was because I needed to be held accountable. So I would just get up with my own motivation, my own self-motivation. And then it just kind of like grew. It grew. Right. Because I never go to sleep. Right. So it's like I need that push. And then too, if whatever you're doing, you got to keep doing it. Like if you're a chef, so you got to keep preparing a meal every day. You can't just like take a month off. And I will watch people get started, stop, and I will always try to be like the encouragement. Then I had to learn how to just be quiet and let them do them. So if they want to get started and stop, I'll be like, okay, I see you over there, and I would say, but you're brilliant. But if they didn't catch on to that, then that wasn't my business. But in doing that, I had to say, this is the area for me. And I don't really care about who. I'm not trying to impress anybody. I'm not trying to get invited here or there. I'm just wanting to do what was in my spirit to do, and honoring my ancestors. So when that comes down to the truth, that's my truth and that's my order. So as we come on this platform, just showing everybody how they can, wake up winning no matter what, how they can, believe that they're enough, inciting affirmations, concentrating on the right things, getting people out of your way that don't belong there, getting around people that do. And you'll realize that creatives stick together, and it's a small group because it's more people watching what you do than doing what you do.
Yeah,
that's right.
One of my mentors said
that's right.
Like, even like on social media, on Facebook, even though they're not commenting or not saying nothing,
oh, they see you.
People see you. People watch you.
Oh, they see you.
People are constantly watching you
and I see you too.
Absorbing you. They're keeping their eyes on you. They may not say nothing, but they're watching you.
Right.
Yeah.
Like that's
absolutely
the biggest thing. He's like, you have to really. He's like, just keep doing what you're doing. He said, don't matter who's watching.
Right, because you in the game, chef. And there's two types of people that's in the game and people that watches the game. So when you're in the game, you are going to be watched because you're in the game. And sometimes people are keeping up with your scores, but you so busy being in the game, you ain't even keeping up with your scores. They be like, oh, you did that or da-da-da. You be like, what? I don't even remember that. I'm over here doing.
I got 4 or 5
shares. You see the stat sheet like, oh, okay.
Yeah, you're not even looking back, because if you stop and you look back, then you're not in the game.
You're not in the game.
You taking a backtrack. So that being said, I just want to. We're going to take a short break, but when we take this break, I want to tell you about some things that we have going on. So as we take this break, I'm just going to go through some different things that we have coming up here soon in the Atlanta area.
Yes, in the Atlanta area.
Yeah. So first we have the Amber Lyons. She's here in that's good. She's here in Atlanta, and she has the Teen Spotlight Awards that's coming up soon here. And she had put out this post of getting people to nominate people. This is an honor to children that have, or I should say teens that have gone through some things and having a hard time just getting people to nominate their young people into the for the nominations. And what they do is, if you say of a teenager or a young adult that has really gone through some type of tragedy or whatever, and you want to nominate them because they're still utilizing their gifts and talents. And their gifts and talents, they don't have to be a singer or anything like that. They could be really gifted in caring for other people, or playing sports or whatever. So people need to reach out to her. If you're on it's what is it? What's her organization? From Pain to Purpose. From Pain to Purpose. And you can find her on Facebook. She's everywhere on all social media. And let her know that you have a young person that you want to to nominate or you want to participate in this event, because she also needs sponsors. So we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to see what Chef got going on.
Oh, nothing much.
Not much.
Little this, little that.
You know.
One minute you could be alive.
Entangled. I am not as naive as Little Red Riding Hood, though I'm not as brave as Michelle Obama or Coretta Scott King. Risking my life to fight a cause? I think not, but who knows? Who knows? Today I stand for the voiceless, the hopeless, the prisoners of unjust and lost souls. The penniless, the unassured, the elderly we cast away, the enslaved categorized as mindless. I keep standing so they don't pass away. Time tells of paths to follow. Will tomorrow ever come? My heart beats to heat waves of yesterday, hopscotch, lollipops, penny candy and skate parties. Looking for red lights and dungeons and kisses of sweet beats. Behind the candles melt down, wax everywhere. Roll, bounce. Yeah, roll, bounce. You know, parking lots that misdirect. I can't squeeze my mind between the lines and box up my thoughts. I dreamed of the pops I never knew. Did he look like me, and how did he walk? How did he talk, and why did he leave? His little girl fatherless, to crush beats on pavement and blackened concrete. Skid marks on upside down dreams. Mary Poppins and My Fair Lady, that just doesn't seem real to me. Can't get over the rainbow, too cold in the desert. Sunbeams telling lies behind scenes. Wallpaper hiding art, despair to tricky things. Madness on eclipse of harvesting moonlight, plowed and pulled in all directions. Between rhythm and rhyme interludes or unsung preludes on steroids, looking for my hero. I'm just looking for my hero. Have you seen my hero? So sweet, I kiss the streets, make vows to the unknown. In the trenches is where I eat. Birth to babies, discarded feces, wrapped in brown paper bags, watching buildings burn as we all turn into ash. Entangled. In the end, we all turn into ash. Loveless. See, this is what I do. I pause these words to serenade you. Do I have your attention? It may take some time, so don't try to find it in this rhyme. My place is not for a petite bath. I'm here to soak down deep in your mind. And like a sponge, my desires to soak up all your thoughts. Play with Cupid's arrow until you get caught behind the sharp spear that whispers in your ear. From old school to new school ballads and iTunes, keep up with the snapping new jack. Yeah, you deserve a big pat on the back. Or should I sit in your lap, dancing? I'll be your private dancer, no money's needed, I'll do it for fun. Sex in the city, or in the ride, pull up in the driveway, happy days. Baby, they're here to stay. Tickets to the show, mystery, sci-fi, or drama. Bring on the comedy. Did I just wet my pants, or was that a dream? Expand on them in detention. 15 rounds in the ring. Heavyweight champion. My heart is capable of more. And when you think of me, I want you to believe that our paths were destined to cross. You'll fall to the floor, knocked out. Because the joy in my heart was once lost. The writings on the wall. Was all that surgery necessary to get into MySpace, Facebook, or on my channel? I'm trying to create something new, different, and great. But just like playing chess, be careful of the next move you make. Return to planets of the apes, perhaps a kiss, maybe a hug. But one thing's for sure, I'll be there to show you love. Yeah, I'll be there to show you love. Hey guys, thank you, and welcome back to the I Am Enough to the Talk Show. Yes.
The talk show.
So we have moved some people over. These are some of our studio audience, and I just wanted to bring them in for this full experience of being here on the show. So I want to say to you guys, thank you. And I'm gonna have you introduce yourself in just a moment. And also, you know what, y'all, this is what y'all miss when y'all not here in the studio. It be so much fire going on off the cameras, and we be like, hush, just wait till we come back on. But you know, that's how the people do it. The people. Thank you. Power to the people.
There we go. Yes. Okay. Then.
Power to the people.
I love the unity.
So we had a little controversial. If y'all checked out the clip earlier when we were talking about the whole Facebook and the man that bought the house, and some of my people, they spoke out, but they didn't have a mic. So we want to just get them a mic so they could put on. Hold on for 1 second. Hold on. So first I want everybody to introduce themselves. Okay, starting with my love.
Hi, everybody. I'm Lakeisha. I am a business owner. I own Designer Events by Lakeisha, where we specialize in corporate event planning and interior design for homes and offices in Atlanta. And I'm from Atlanta.
Okay.
I'm having a wonderful time on the show.
Thank you.
My name is Fitzgerald Breland. I own Breland's Universe. We're a real estate company. I am a realtor. I'm from L.A. Well, I'm from all over. I'm a Navy brat. I'm from L.A., coming to Atlanta. And everybody should own something.
Hi, everyone. I'm Nicole Adams. I am the author of Harper's Way. It's a series. There are 2 books out now, Harper's Way, The Way to Greet, about community helpers, and Harper's Way, The Way to Give, about giving.
Awesome. Okay, awesome. So thank you guys. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, so did y'all enjoy the first half? Was it kind of spicy?
It was very spicy.
A little spicy. Controversial. That's what I promised. I promised it to be a little, and there's no subjects kind of like off limits. So, we were just talking about the hot button of the Facebook post and the guy that received the rental property. So, Fitzgerald,
Yes.
what do you think about that action?
So we were talking about how a female brought her boyfriend a piece of property, and the boyfriend wanted like a Gucci belt or Gucci
watch.
shoes or a watch. No, well, I mean, that's his goals, right? That's his dreams.
His goals.
Right, but my thing was, if you're the boyfriend or the girlfriend of that person and you buy them something that they don't appreciate, it's your obligation to educate them on why they need to understand the value of that piece of property or whatever it is. Because as people of color, we got to start understanding the value of ownership. And if we're in relationships with people, obviously there are things that we like about that person. But the things that we don't understand or don't agree with, you have to educate them on those things so that they understand the value of that piece of property or whatever it is.
Okay.
You can't just throw that person away because they don't understand the value of something. You gotta get them you gotta educate them, because as people of color, we gotta own stuff.
Yeah.
Can I hold you on one question on that?
Sure.
If he understands the value of a Gucci belt and a Gucci watch, he should understand the value of property.
Not necessarily, because we have been educated, we have been wrongly educated as people of color for generations.
Talking your mic.
Okay. We have been educated to think that, can I be frank? Can I be 100?
I hope.
It's freestyle. Hey, come on with it.
It's Freestyle Sunday.
It's Freestyle Sunday. So black folks have been educated to think that other people's stuff matters. We've been educated to think that white folks know everything.
Talking your mic though.
And they don't know everything. So, and they don't want to give us nothing. So in order for us to understand and gain value, we as a people have to educate each other.
Right.
Right. So if we're dating somebody and somebody brings us value, but it's not all that value, those things that they don't understand, we gotta educate them.
I get it.
I do too, but
so basically what you're saying is, like, he could be a great guy in certain areas because, you know, she like him or whatever.
Yes.
She you know, and that's her dude. That's clearly her dude because she bought him a house
yes.
and some cologne.
Yes.
Okay, but you're saying that we should educate during our relationship, so to point out why I bought you this rental property and the value of it, and then that's a great thing. And I get it. And I would have to say I agree with
Wanda, everybody's not going to be on the same level as each other. When you're in a relationship,
Is your mic going?
is it blue?
Okay. Yeah, so just talking it, just up in your.
If you're dating somebody and they bring something to the table, they might not bring 100% of what you bring to the table. So that 85% that they bring, you appreciate.
Look at these faces.
Love and
I mean, because
15%,
Okay.
you gotta guide them.
you can't.
So hold on. So hold on. Wait. I'm the moderator. So pass the mic over, and yes, my beloved, you say what you gotta say.
So, what would he be bringing to her table if she's explaining everything to him?
pipe.
One, she's not explaining everything to him. She's explaining to him the value of owning a house.
Why would he not know that before he took on a lady?
But that's the question you gotta ask her, because she's dating.
We don't know their whole.
We don't know.
Right. But if she's explaining all these things to him about future partnership, why does she need him?
Okay, hold on. Okay, first of all, this how this go. Beloved,
Yes.
you have the mic.
Yes.
So she has the floor. Okay, so that's how we do that. So in respect, say so with that what I said was, then this was my, because see, everything is from your perspective,
Right.
and we all have different perspectives, right? So my perspective was, I would not have bought a boyfriend a rental property.
Right. You would have bought it for your husband.
It's right. So and then me and my husband, we're in a contractual relationship,
Right.
and our relationship should be about gaining wealth, building a foundation together. See, and this is it's Freestyle Sunday, so I could go a lot of places
And I
with
agree
this.
with that too.
So the point that I made was, first of all, it's twofold. The whole, we're boyfriend, we're dating, so there's going to be some boundaries to what I'm gonna do with you and for you,
Right.
just because we're dating. Now, like Beyonce say, put a ring on it. Like, if we gonna do it all the way,
If he
put a
likes it,
ring
put a
on it.
ring on it.
But hold on. Yes, you can, but hold on. So when you made that choice to do it, it seemed to me that the person you made it for or with was not prepared to receive the gift.
Right.
It's kind of like and this can go a lot of ways. This is why I recommend that all couples go and do the 5 love language test to see what their desires are, what they need. Who are you talking to? It's like anything, like who is talking,
and how to love your partner
and
correctly.
how to love your partner. So with me, my love language is communications. You know, it has nothing to do with material things. You know, I'll be like whatever. So it's like the intelligence has to be stimulated for me. So for somebody else, for other people, it may be that you show me you love me by giving me a gift, and that gift has to be of value to me in my mental mind. So this is why I'm saying I agree with Fitzgerald. If his capacity was just to receive a Rolex watch or the whole mindset of I need jewelry and clothes, that's fine. That might be the way he get down. But that's not somebody that I would have bought a house for to begin with without
that's what I'm saying, not a house.
the understanding of where we're going with this.
And then if he doesn't understand the value of a house, that's what I was saying, like having to teach him, and you're teaching him, and then so he's not your son, and then so it's like you're teaching him, but what is he teaching you? Like, what's he bringing to your table?
Right, and that's a little
as a boyfriend,
right?
As
a boyfriend, and there lies understanding the relationship,
right?
Because girlfriend, you already know where it comes to relationship, people need different things.
Yeah,
and for she might need it. Whatever she need whatever she need.
Yeah.
So that could be the top of her list. So I met a whole bunch of people that say, you know, I'll go out there and cash the checks.
I mean, and that's fine if that's their
if
relationship.
That's their relationship.
But if she's having to explain to him, that's what I'm saying. Is like
right. But
what you do.
From Fitzgerald's point is let us and I feel you, brother, because you know me and his brother, we go back a long way. I'm just going to talk about the dynamics of the panel's relationship. When you care about your people, you do want to educate them. So of a whole thing of this not even being a romantic involvement, let me just educate you on understanding the value of possessions. And you know, for me to say a property, I wouldn't buy it. Well, back in the day, I wouldn't have bought somebody a pair of shoes or a notebook.
Depends.
You know, so
yeah,
you know, it just depends on my own where I'm at, you know, and what I want to do.
Right.
But I think we do definitely lack education within our whole entire community. This is why people become renters for so long, and they've literally paid for a property over and over and over again because they don't understand the value in ownership. So that's all I think Fitzgerald was saying, is just like we have to get behind that understanding that what's valuable, you know, in that other people's stuff. And this is full 180 in our own community, you know, like you'll go. I made a post the other day. I posted something about cheesecake and saying how you can get a cheesecake slice. I had that post shared 10 times on a cheesecake, but I post about the show or somebody else's event. Crickets,
right?
Nothing, no shares, just to get the because, and that's like the whole mindset of us. It's like, you mean to tell me y'all promoting the Cheesecake Factory? And I did it for an experiment. See, when I do stuff, it be for experiment. My whole truth of my life is my family, my friends, and my work. That's it. I don't really care nothing about nothing else. But I don't really care about showing you what restaurants, they not paying me to endorse them, baby. Or a movie. I don't really care nothing about that. But when I do that, I watch for the reaction. And the reaction was, whoo, well, you know, somebody's type, well, you know, that's just DoorDash. I said, well, there I go getting me some DoorDash. I'm not getting ready to get no DoorDash or not even interested in the cheesecake. You know, but I just wanted to do that for the whole state of, let's see where this is going to go. And it took off as though that's the same thing. Check this out. If you was to say you got a new job, people like, thumbs up, way to go. You got, but if you say you're opening up your business and my business is going to do this and da-da-da, and will you support me?
Why you doing that? And what you going to do? You think you better than that?
Crickets. Okay. So yeah, Chef, what you got going on in the kitchen?
In the kitchen.
What?
Cheddar on a sun-dried tomato pesto with the herb mozzarella balls with prosciutto.
What?
Yeah, but
you know what, Chef? I meant to ask you this. You know, this Freestyle Sunday, right?
Yeah, let's freestyle it up.
Okay,
it's
so
the first of the month.
It's the first of the month.
So get them checks and come on.
Wake up. Okay, so you got those hematite bracelets on.
Healthy.
So you want to tell them about them bracelets?
Well, sure. Why not? This is a graphite hematite bracelet. I wear it on quite a bit. For one, I have stupid high blood pressure, and to where, you know, it's for one, it keeps my blood pressure at a calm municipal rate and everything.
Yeah, get educated today.
It's hematite. I might be pronouncing the word wrong. Miss Teacher over there, did I get it right? You know, she likes to correct me and stuff, especially on Facebook. You know, you spelled that wrong.
Oh yeah, we got one of them on our team too.
But yeah, it not only does it keeps my blood pressure and everything at a calm rate, it also keeps my iron in my body flowing with everything else.
Yeah, bracelet. Because it's
the
one of those
and
gemstones and minerals.
And minerals,
stuff.
you know, fresh herb, just like when you're eating like fresh herbs and rosemary. Like for instance, these that I have here, they're fresh herbs, not the smoking herbs, but these is fresh rosemary. But they're still fresh. You know, so this is rosemary. So when you freshly chop this up, it releases all the pheromones in it and everything and stuff. And when you add it with the food, it gives your food a better flavor. Just for like, instead of using fresh rosemary that's already is not fresh, but using rosemary that's in the shaker, for instance. You use this.
You don't know how long it's been on there.
You don't know how long it's been on the shelf or nothing like that. Then you have fresh. I have fresh basil, which smells real good. You know, this is what I have in there as well too. This you can use for any types of any foods.
Can I ask a quick sidebar question?
Yeah.
You need a mic.
Mr. Microphone Fiend.
So when they talk about seedless fruit, is it? Aren't you supposed to eat fruit that's got seeds in it?
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
Not necessarily. I mean, because it's produced from the seed of the fruit. You know, because like you have seedless grapes, for instance.
Right, and watermelon.
Yeah, which are still good. You gotta get the mic. Just remember the mic when you talk, brother. It's that run punch, ain't it? You know, we gotta remember that.
We're gonna cut off his mic. Don't worry. He done. He done for the day. He gonna be done.
Didn't bring none to share none of that. But yeah, like back to the bracelets. It's fresh minerals. Like they have fresh mineral water, fresh graphite. It's healthy for your body. So, as Wanda was saying, I wear these quite a bit all the time. Keeps the blood circulating. Yeah, bracelet, it does that. Like, how they say people burn sage. When you burn sage through your house, keeps the spirits out of the house. Same process.
So, Chef, go ahead. Tell us what you got going on.
Got quite a few things going on. But first, can I talk about the pamper party for a quick second?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, hot diggity dog. Ladies who like to get pampered. This ladies pamper party is exclusive for ladies only. Sorry, fellas. I don't cater to y'all unless you bring your women with you. But this is going to be an exclusive ladies pamper party. I'm going to have a guy that does massages, facials, pedicures, a young lady that comes and do the bedroom by candies. I have a young lady that's do some nice little girly, womanly drinks for you, like for the ladies. I'm putting together a nice menu for that. The ladies gonna come out, have a good time, get yourself pampered, get those feet massaged, hands done, facials, drink, turn up, and have a good time. So that's June 13th. So that's the first event. And then the next event that everybody can come to, even the men and gentlemen, is going to be the erotic art party.
Oh.
I knew you would want the details on that one.
Oh Lord. So when is the erotic art party?
I haven't set the date for that yet, but
And what kind of art is it?
Yeah.
Is it body art?
Body art.
Okay, so we're going to be painted and walking around naked.
Exactly.
Oh, yay.
I have ladies walking. I might even get a few gentlemen for the ladies. That's a little bit of my mind is all women.
Okay.
So it's going to be women walking around.
More for me.
Women walking around with painted bodies. I'm going to have a young lady on a table wrapped in plastic with food on top of her naked. I'm going to have ladies walking around with lingerie. And my business partner, Lakeisha, over there, what am I going to do with you? I'm going to have models walking around with painted arts on their bodies, some with lingerie on, walking around serving food and drinks and everything. So it's going to be real nice and sexy.
I like this.
I love it. I'm going to be painted.
I'll make sure you get a business card and everything.
You want to be a vendor.
And I'm going to put together, then we also going to do, we have set a date for the Kidney Foundation fundraiser, the relaunch of it.
Okay.
We're going to do that June 20th, correct?
20th, yes.
June 20th, the week after the Ladies Pamper Party. Okay. So we're going to have a venue and everything for that when I get back from Michigan next week dealing with a family issue. We're going to have the venue locked down, bigger and better this time.
Okay.
And we're excited about it. Of course, we're going to have you there, Miss Wanda D, motivational queen. And so that's going to be going on. We just got a lot going on. I'm shaking and grinding. My calendar is filling up.
And then too, I know that people can also book their own personal.
Book your own private personal parties. Yes, you can. Like if
so
fellas,
everything that you talked about, you can bring it
to your home, bring it to your platform, no matter where you at. Chef does travel for that right amount. It's about that check. It's about that check. I would travel to California, New York, or wherever you want me to go. Long as them dollar signs is right, I will come to you with no problem. Very professional, very classy. I will come to your house. Please have a clean house though first and foremost.
You have to send Lakeisha out to do an inspection.
We gotta, my inspection, pre-inspection for one.
She'd be like, oh no, you're not going there.
Gotta have a gas stove. If you don't have a gas stove, I can work with it, but I prefer a gas stove in your home. It makes it easier. But I do have equipment that I can bring, but I prefer you have a gas stove in home.
Okay.
And I will leave it clean just like, if it's clean when I get there, I'm going to leave it clean when I leave it.
If it's dirty when you get there?
If it's dirty, that's an extra charging fee. We're going to charge at least a $300 cleaning fee.
Oh, my.
Can't cook in no dirty kitchen. Who does that? So that's disgusting.
Y'all got to get it right. So, Chef, so put those gloves on and fix us up.
Since I got my blue gloves taken away from me and everything, you know.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
No, I'm going to go buy me some black gloves, you know.
You can do whatever you want to do. But your hands was looking.
They were looking invisible on the camera.
Well, it was just making everything bad.
Okay. Well, I like to keep it on just the process.
Don't worry about that, because all we want to do is
eat anyway.
Eat anyway. So.
Okay. Yes. So this is my sun-dried tomato pesto.
Okay.
I gotta make some without the tomato. So
for special people.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Smells herby.
Herby.
Yes.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. So you know what? So y'all carry on with yourselves.
Yeah, she finna come over and jump in the kitchen where she always likes to come at.
She always going in the kitchen.
Hey, Karen. Hey.
She over there talking to the rest of the audience.
Karen,
what's up?
Have you been enjoying the show so far?
I have.
It's good to see you, Karen.
We missing some wine. I should have bought some wine today.
Yes.
So wine would have looked good with this.
I know, right? The rum punch sounds better. You look amazing.
Oh, I'm still excited about my future.
Your future. You been making movies yet?
That's in the future, definitely.
Okay. So y'all know Karen is a videographer. Her nickname is Video Lady.
Hey, video
This is
lady.
Video Lady. And
Video
then she
vixen.
tried to change that name on me. I never stopped calling her Video Lady. She was like, I'm just going to be, what you try to change that name to, back to?
It is still the Video Lady, and it's going to stay that. I'm going forward with it. But you can find me on Instagram as New Roads Lady.
There she go.
Hey.
New Roads.
New Roads Lady.
New Rose Lady? Okay, so you changed it. Used to be New Rose Video.
That's just me.
The company. Okay.
That sounds like almost
New
a porn name for a
Rose
minute.
Lady.
New Rays.
So, are you going to come to this naked porn party?
I think I'll pass that one.
It's an art. She is so silly, guys. She said porn. This is an erotic art.
Okay, erotic art party.
And if I can, I'm also looking for some artists that does painting and stuff. They can come and sell some of their artwork.
You know, I have a couple people. But what about, are we going to do like some poetry?
Yeah, it's gonna be a full night of poetry. You know, everything that's dealing with art and music. You know, so it's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to it. You know.
Okay. So that looks good, Chef. So you got the prosciutto.
Prosciutto.
What's prosciutto? Is that like a ham?
Yeah, it's a very expensive ham. Cause for this, I got a pound of it here, and I got it from the DeKalb Farmers Market, and just this pound was $20 for some meat.
Meat cost.
Yes, meat costs. All types of meat costs.
In all types of different ways.
Yes, it does. Yeah. So we gotta get a picture of this. I'll be forgetting to take to get a picture of this so I can.
Well, you gotta get a picture, and we'll get a picture. So you're stacking it. So he has the layer of the tomato pesto, and then
then the prosciutto, and then the mozzarella ball,
Yum! Can y'all say yum?
Yum!
Yum!
Can we hear it? Yum! All right then.
You know, Shimmy will be getting on the people.
Gotta make sure
she made sure they
we're a participating audience here. We are a participating audience here.
So that's
well, Jeremy said, I hear you in there. You know, I'm keeping tabs on our social media hookup.
So you know what? Do a check-in. Who's on social media? Me. Okay. I know I'm not. I left my phone. I think it's in the car.
We have, of course, our own Mr. Jeremy.
Hey, Jeremy.
Okay, Jada Prince.
Yes,
doing in the house?
Jada Prince. He's recovering, y'all.
Yeah.
Pray for Jeremy.
We're gonna pray for Jeremy. We're gonna put that hashtag pray for Jeremy.
Hashtag pray for Jeremy.
Let me just pull this. They got it wrapped up. I got it cut so thin. This is what it looks like.
Who else?
Latasha Rose. She said hello.
So this is what our prosciutto
Houston.
looks like.
Okay.
What did you say prosciutto was?
Prosciutto is like an Italian ham. Yeah, and it's like you get it. I like to get it sliced. You can get it sliced thick or thin, but get it sliced thin. It's good for sandwiches. It's real good for sandwiches. You can, and it's a nice smoked meat.
So is it anything like Wagyu beef? Is it like bougie like that?
Yep, very bougie.
And Fitzgerald's very bougie.
I am.
Too much.
The bottom of it is a sun-dried tomato pesto.
Sun-dried tomato
Shawnee
pesto.
D.
Shawnee D. What's in the house? Shawnee D. We miss you, Paul.
So these I'm making
Shawnee.
without the well, it's all with no meat. I got you.
Yeah.
So you just want the sun-dried tomato pesto and the cheese.
Yeah.
I got
that'd
you.
Be good. Yummy.
Yes. We have Tracy Kincaid.
Yes. Hey, Tracy.
Hey.
What's going on? Tell them to put in.
That's hers.
Okay. Tell them to put in where they
This
where
is
they
the no
watching
pesto.
from. No
Yes.
pesto.
If you put in, please put in where you're
No
watching
pesto.
from.
No pesto.
Pesto.
Pesto. Okay.
There's another vegetarian.
Right.
Okay.
Yep, Jeremy and Shawnee. They're the ones
Pesto the full
talking it up.
package.
What they talking about?
This
Actually-
don't have any meat on it either. So no meat on that one.
No, it's meat on that one.
Meat on this one? Did I miss it? Oh, yep, it's a little tiny piece.
Jeremy was talking about the guy who got the parental property.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I ain't knocking out.
We gonna keep that PG-13, but you'll see it later.
Yeah, but you have to.
Kind of woman.
You have to be with that person. You know, I understand what you're saying too, but I just can't. I don't have time to teach no grown person. And you know, and me the way I'm set up, the way I'm set up is, you got to be all you got to be already there. I don't got time to teach you. If I'm gonna invest in and put in something investment in, you got to already had that mindset to that, you know, the value of what we're doing. If I give you some property, I expect for you to know what the value of that property is going to do.
I know,
you know,
you're jealous.
I just can't see myself doing that. You know, given you know, you should be already educated as enough to know the value of things. You know, of course I'm going to help you and educate you on a few things, but at the same time I ain't got time to educate you.
No, I totally understand what you're saying, but I've dated females who didn't understand the value of certain things in life as far as the gifts that I gave them, and just in giving them a basic conversation, they appreciated that, right? But I've also dated women who have given me things that I didn't know what the value of it was, and they educated me on those things because they were at a different financial level than I was. So all I'm saying is, you know, when I'm dealing with my people, I want them to understand. If they don't have an understanding of value, I'm going to show them so that they do. If not with me in the future.
Because I feel that if he you know, he knows how much of a Gucci watch costs.
Yes. Because he's been educated about Gucci watches. We have not been educated as a culture about understanding the value of owning anything. If you think about what goes on in America now, everything is leased or rented. Right? When you use Apple Music, you don't own any of that. Once you don't pay that monthly fee, that subscription, you don't own none of that. Right?
Exactly.
But back 20 years ago, we had CDs, we had tapes that we owned the actual the data and the information that was on there. Right? We can't. I don't feel like I'm going to throw away my people because we're not at the same place. I'm not going to do that.
I'm all with educating our people. I'm all for it. But, you know, that's where we have to take the time to educate ourselves,
if
too,
you
as well.
don't know how to educate yourself on certain things, how are you going to know to educate yourself?
Google, pick up a book. We have, I take a note because we can go out here and find how much a pair of Jordans is. You can go out here and find out how much anything you want is. So there is no excuse to where we can't educate ourselves. Nope. I'm not letting you live that one down because it's our fault. We can go up here and look up how to go find a strip club. We can go look up how to educate ourselves. We have Google. There's books. There's ways of educating yourself. You can't be a dummy. If you be a dummy, that's your fault. If you being a dummy.
Okay.
I agree. I agree. All I'm saying is.
Wait. We gonna tone it down just a little bit.
I'm serious. We have to learn.
No, we definitely
read a book or something. We can find out anything we want to. We know how to book our plane tickets if we want to go somewhere.
Yeah, we have to.
There's no excuse.
And I agree with you, Chef. To some extent, there, you know what I'm saying, and well, to a high extent, we must learn to educate ourselves out here, and make sure that we understand the different things that we have going on. You can hear the crunching in my. I'm sure you can hear it because people can. That's what we want. You got that, you know, the SMR going on. You know, the good food going on.
Yeah.
So how you like it?
Well, I just, you know, like that. That's, like I said, that's a hot topic, and I'm glad that we have the different opinions because we definitely need to have the conversations, and it's no. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer to it because, like I said, I just would not have gotten such a big gift like that. But who knows? It just depends. I don't know what her bank account looked like. I mean, that might have not been nothing. Sure. Yeah.
So if you're dating an Oprah-esque, right, who's got money, or a Tyler Perry type, and his gift that the average American might think is a pair of shoes is a car, right? Is he going to have to educate the woman on that car and the value of that car? Or is she already going to know that?
She's already gonna know. Most women already know the value of anything.
So my point is, if they don't know the value of certain things just based off of what you get them and your value of it, how can you say that it's wrong for her to not know that and then want to throw that, or not throw it away, but put it to the side versus what she values? That's all I'm saying.
I got lost.
Me too.
Okay. Here's my thought process on it. When we say we're teaching people the value of things, those things should happen prior to making big giant purchases. I believe that when we want to teach somebody anything, just like we want to teach a child, we start from the beginning. Hey, look, let me see what your interests are. Let me see what you've been trying to do. It may have been something he had thought about. We don't know. We don't want to, make it negative. He just probably didn't want it at that time or wasn't expecting it at that time. But the education should have started first, and before we started doing the big purchase. And she may not have seen it because it may have been an opportunity. We don't know. Like I said, we don't know her bank account. We don't know what opportunity popped up and she was like, I'm gonna grab this right now because I know that's what he been wanting, and he been talking about it and everything else, and we're just gonna go ahead and get it, and we're gonna go ahead and get it, and this should make him really excited because ladies, me being a woman myself, ladies love to pay attention to what their men desire and their ambitions and their goals. Even if they're not there yet, we're already 10 steps ahead. We're already planning the banquets. We're already buying the properties in our head. So that might have just been what happened. And it might have just bombarded him because he wasn't ready for it yet. Or he was like, oh, dang, you got that. And, like I said, we don't know how far into the process he was into it. But for women, we always, I'm going to say most. For most women, when we pay attention to our man, we paying attention to the growth. We're seeing the building blocks.
Well, that's still a man too. I know I pay attention to the women who I invest my time with because I want somebody because I know how I am. Because me and Lakeisha talk about this all the time. We're both entrepreneurs. Yeah. And to date an entrepreneur, you have to understand an entrepreneur. Okay. We just can't see ourselves being with anybody because a lot of our time is spent hustling, building our business. And if you can't understand that, then we can't be with you. Because our mindsets are somewhere totally different. These are for her with the notes.
Yeah, but you would have. But Chef, you would educate that first.
Yeah.
Prior to doing
asking me of going out and just doing.
So that like part I agree on. The opportunity just popped up and it was like, okay, the opportunity's here, and we're gonna go, we're gonna go forward with it. I'm not saying what you're saying is not incorrect. Yes, education, educate, educate on.
Because education is the key, no matter what. It is the key.
Communication too. Communication.
And you got to know the person you're dating.
You need to know the person that you're dating. I'm not saying that she shouldn't have done it or this, that, and the third, because like I said, women love to pay attention to what their man's desires are and things of that nature. This may have been a desire, it may have been a long-term goal or something like that. So in that hindsight, she might have been like, oh wow, I got this property opportunity, I'm gonna take it.
So let me ask you a quick question. So 2 or 3 years ago, did black folks know what Balenciagas were? Balenciaga, the designer. Balenciaga.
I knew what it
4
was.
or 5 years ago, the mass majority of folks didn't know what Balenciaga. Just like 10, 15 years ago, black folks didn't know what the red bottoms were.
And a lot of black people don't know about the
red bottoms was because the celebrities were wearing them.
Or the Maury shoes or Belvedere shoes.
Okay. Right, but my point is, if you are in that lifestyle where your everyday purchase is a Balenciaga or red bottoms, and you date a girl who doesn't have a clue about either one of those things, right? And you bring her into that fold and you start showing her that lifestyle, right? Is it your job to educate her?
But that's different though. That's materialistic stuff. Because it is. Because most black, because the value of like us, you know what I'm saying, we don't have multi-million dollars to go out and buy red bottoms. So we're not versed. We think about that. So that's why it's the furthest from our mind.
Okay.
Until we start seeing it, you write on these rap videos, these rappers start talking about it because they're spending $1 million on doing it. Just like with any types of liquor. They don't understand no liquor until they see it on the rap video.
It wasn't popular until people start rapping about it.
Exactly.
Right.
Okay.
So that's the mindset of that.
Okay, so
That's my point, though.
but the mindset, okay, don't forget to put in. But the mindset is, you know, those type of things are what we're talking about. Those are the trending things that I was talking about.
Exactly.
If it's not trending,
Then it's not being talked about.
it's not going to be talked about. You know what I'm saying? So if you know, you're a realtor, you're a realtor, right? So you sell houses. You know a lot about houses.
I know about houses. Right.
Exactly, you do. But you're dating a girl who don't know the inside of a house. You are going to walk her through the process. You're going to tell her about the things. You're going to educate her prior to her buying a house.
Yes.
Prior to her buying a house.
But if I buy it to her if I buy it for her as a gift,
you would have already have talked about that house about 4, 5, 6 times. You'd have told her about how investments work. You told her about everything that she needed to know about a house. And then in your mind, because you know that she wanted it, you made the gift happen. Her, however, and when, like I said, I'm not going to judge because I don't know what conversations they had. The conversation might have been, baby, I want to own some property. You know what I'm saying? I want to be Jay-Z because everybody knows Jay-Z bought property. He brought paintings. He bought art. He bought all kinds of things. I want to be us. We want to be Jay-Z and Beyonce. Blah, 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 blah. And this, that, and the third. And in her mind, she's
I
like,
want to live the Nipsey Hussle, Lauren Live life.
Right. Okay. So you want to be there.
Guys without a wheel.
Okay.
Right.
So
we want, you know what I'm saying? Okay, we want to be there. So in her mind, she's like, now I need to go look into what I need to do. I got to find out what I'm going to bring to the table on this and everything else. Boom.
We as black people have to be careful who we idolize.
A property pops up. Absolutely. She's like, this is the time. This is the moment. I'm going to get this because he's going to flip when he sees it. However, the talk wasn't probably as intentional as she might have seen it at the time. And his wants weren't, you know, it was more or less a want superficially instead of actually, you know, in reality. And that's something that we do. We'll be like, man, you know what? The only thing they manifest is what they really, really want. They be like, oh man, tomorrow I'm buying the Jordans. They standing in line for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, sleeping in sleeping bags on the side of the road waiting for these Jordans. Oh, tomorrow, I'm going to get this whip. The intention may not have, she may not have heard the actual intent of it. But if she knew something about it, she definitely should have talked about it.
Wow, you know what? Okay, so how is that?
That advertiser off the hook.
Okay.
He put his foot in it.
Oh, that's awesome.
So
go good that rum punch. I wish we would have had.
I'm gonna eat mine in a second.
And if y'all want some more, I got some more.
I want some more. Yes, I want more.
Okay,
Yes,
so
whatever you got.
more.
Oh yeah, we like to.
So keep in mind, guys, that you can hire Chef to come and do your event.
It's awesome.
And as you can see, that just take what you need and pass it down.
We going with you after we leave, so you can get us some rum punch.
So.
After the party.
So this
is the vegetarian ones for the young lady.
Okay.
You good?
So
thank you.
What I guess we all can agree that, you know, we can agree to disagree. That's right. You know, and
healthy
that's
conversation.
That's the good thing about it is because, like I said, there's no absolutely right answer, and like we had said before, if you're in a space of doing things that may seem a little bit abnormal to some, and then it may be normal to you, so it could be nothing for you to pull up and put out like that.
Shoni says, absolutely never standing in the line for shoes.
Right.
I hear you, boo.
So, you know, it's just a matter of doing whatever your heart's desire is, and whatever that looks like for you. But once you get on Facebook, man, you didn't put yourself out there. See, that's the whole thing. Don't run from the critique. If you keep it private, you won't have to be critiqued. But if you open yourself up, then everybody's gonna have an opinion. And as my granny said, opinion is like a-holes. Everybody got everyone got one. So.
Because now what's the big talk now? The taxes now. Everybody in their taxes. Who got their taxes? I wish I did get some tax money back. Lord
Wanda,
Jesus.
can I ask you a question?
Yes, I might not answer though. But go ahead. Shoot your best shot.
So you don't think that as a real estate professional, that those who aren't educated in it, we're obligated to educate them in that?
This is one without the prosciutto. So I do believe that we have without the prosciutto. So I do believe that we have a right. I do believe that we have a responsibility as a realtor because it's more so, and this goes with in any field. If you truly are about what you do and your goal is to help people, no matter what area, whatever your area of expertise is, you should be wanting to educate. And not every time, and people sometimes, it takes a minute for that light bulb to go off. So you have to, do the whole repetition. That's why we can't just, do things one time and expect for it to be done. You have to keep talking about it, I mean, you had children, so, you one son, right. Now. Okay, I'm not going to give you 15, but you have a child, and you can't just say, child, do that, and they get it the first time. You have to keep on explaining to them. Yes. So I do agree, and I really feel like we as Black folks, we are very misinformed and miseducated, and although we do have Google, you're only going to Google what's interest. To you. So we have to say, and then too, the whole frustration comes with, even when you try to educate, we could put on an event and say free home buyers workshop or free informational workshop, and you get 3 people there. So it's still this barrier of understanding. People like to be entertained and liquored up.
And free food. And
free stuff. They love free stuff. And even in the real estate world, when I was full-time agent in the office, the only way we would let somebody come and talk to us is if they was gonna buy us lunch.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And that's the same in the pharmaceutical world too. If pharmacists come in and want to sell new drugs to doctors' offices and stuff, they gotta buy them lunch or something like that. They gotta take them out, bring something to the table.
And even though what you were going to be presented with was going to help your business or was going to help your health or whatever, you still was like saying, "Oh, but right now, I need to eat." I know that it's going to save my life down the road, and I guess, so where it comes to using our education, and this is where it really gets tricky because a lot of people get frustrated by people not grabbing the information, and then they're frustrated. But as a professional, you can't get frustrated. You just got to keep doing what you do, and the ones that you're going to help them.
Because they have to have a open desire to be educated.
Absolutely.
Right?
Like one of my mentors always says, he said, everybody's not going to want to go with you. Right. You can't take everybody with you to the well.
Take everybody with you.
Yeah, only a certain group of people are going to grasp, like you said, the information of everything, and that, and they're going to run with you. Everybody's not going to run a marathon with you. Some are going to sit back like, well, this is not for me, and I can't do this, or they're going to make an excuse for something, and then that's when they see y'all doing it, like, oh man, I should have stuck with it. They over making money doing that. Why didn't I stick with it? Well, that's their fault.
Well, I see a lot of, like I said when I was talking about it, it's who's doing it too. You could be doing it. I could write a book. You wrote a book. I wrote a book. And then someone else who was higher and famous wrote a book. And our books are awesome. They're great. But you'd rather stay with the who's already famous. It's the same thing with advice. You could give advice. You can give advice. I can give. All of us in here could give advice. Let that same advice come from somebody famous, and all of a sudden they'd be like, they
heard it for the first time.
Oh my God, they heard it for the first time.
That's like with your kids. You trying to educate your kids, and your kids go out in the street and they hear something. I'll never forget when my son came home and say, "Yeah, Mom, I met this man. He told me I should be doing this, doing that." I looked at him like, "Really?
Didn't I just say that 2 weeks ago?
Really? Haven't I been saying that like all your life?" But it takes it's like
sometimes
Jesus. You get no respect in your own hometown.
You sure don't.
So
and sometimes it take the outside force to say that, you be like, oh, well, Did you get the message? Is that all I want to know? Did you get it? Did you get it? Because a lot of y'all don't get the message. It'd be like, okay, did you hear it? Because I told you 967. Okay, the famous person said it. You got it now. Okay, I hope you do something.
It's the same thing with your family not investing in your business.
Oh.
It goes the same route when it comes from the outside world. You know, they rather see. We can all have the same business or whatever. You can be a real estate agent and your brother, cousin, sister, whoever knows about it. They rather go deal with somebody else than versus deal with you because they don't want to give you the money.
That's
dumb
right.
as shit.
Yeah.
Excuse me, but that's how it goes.
And they have an excuse why they won't want to give you that money neither.
Yeah.
Right? It's everything but what the reality is.
But they rather give them the same amount of money that you were going to probably make to the next person, which is so retarded.
Yeah. But see, like I said, we talked about that before. And another thing, people are not going to follow your dream until you get there. It's like somebody don't want to be on your bandwagon until you fall off. And I already told people, I'm like, look, the bandwagon is gone. The train is set. Next thing I know, I'm going to be on the jet and I'm flying off.
It's over.
I'm not going to be able to pick you up.
Right. So what I want to do is, Lakeisha, who got the mic? Fitzgerald, you hold on to it. Okay. So tell them how to get in contact with you on in your business and how to reach you on
So my name is A. Fitzgerald Breland. I have a master's degree, so it's A. Fitzgerald Breland, MBA. Everything is Breland's Universe. Social media, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Type in Breland's Universe, and I'm there.
Okay, awesome.
Hi, everyone. I forgot to say it's a children's book series, so get it for your little ones, like 3 to 8 years old. And you can find me on Facebook. My name is Nicole Adams on Facebook. It's Adams6525 on Instagram. And also, both the books are available on Amazon right now.
Awesome.
Fabulous.
Children's books. I love it. Miss Lakeisha.
You guys can reach me on Facebook and Instagram, Designer Events by Lakeisha, and Twitter, Design Plan for You.
Design Plan for You. All right, so we got some stuff coming up. I did have one more subject.
Okay.
I would be remiss if I. Why Harvey didn't get the same treatment Bill Cosby got? I won't ask for that to be answered.
Oh Lord Jesus!
You already know that's gonna open up a camera.
Oh my goodness!
Come on.
You
We're
know.
gonna go into the whole thing.
They said Harvey got raped in the 3rd degree, so really nothing.
Nothing.
Even more subject. Why did Trump intervene on his boy about he got mad at the Department of Justice because they was going to give him 9 years. Go figure, white justice.
White justice, white rules. Okay, well, anyway, that was on my list. So
I have one thing to say.
I got one more thing.
I do too.
Okay, go ahead. You first.
All right. So, everybody knows that we had a leap year this year. Mm-hmm. And so I had seen an article where a lady officially turned 21. You know what I'm saying? Because, the leap year. So she officially turned 21.
I get it. I'm slow.
Okay, so she
had birthday every 4 years.
Her birthday in every
birthday's February
9th.
Her birthday's
Sorry. She doesn't have a birthday every year. So if her birthday is February 29th, when it's non-leap years, she doesn't officially have a birthday.
Yes.
Wow.
So does that mean
So I get...
it does happen to add those years
No.
on?
I don't know, but I guess she celebrates February 28th or March 1st, but it's never officially her birthday. Her birthday was February 29th.
Yes.
It's every
February
7
29th.
years.
So she finally turned 21, and she had her first legal drink.
Yeah.
It was so
She's
cute.
probably
They had a
way
cake.
older.
And, she was born in 1960. Look.
19, yeah, she's an older lady.
Yeah, she's old, all right.
She's an older lady. Yeah, she was an older
but she
Caucasian
doesn't
lady.
have an official
But
birthday
she
every
didn't
year.
have an official birthday until
It was just so
yesterday.
cute how they did everything.
It was
Yeah.
cute because like this liquor store, the little the place, they gave her a cake and everything, told her happy 21st birthday. She's the oldest 21-year-old. Cute.
That is so cute. Wow. And also, I won't even go into that. That's a little bit too much. Y'all too fired up for me. I'm
Hey, it's
This was Freestyle.
I know.
Hey.
I know.
We got Mr. Rum Punch over there, got us geeked up and everything.
Ain't nobody else geeked up. That's the problem.
The geek it is
You
on.
know?
He didn't want to share the...
I'll be geeked up all night long. What's up?
He's so silly.
No,
Okay,
I'm
what
not.
were you gonna
Can
say?
I ask you one question, Wanda?
Yes.
So in the comment that we talked about when we talked about dating and buying people real estate,
Uh-huh.
can I promote buying people real estate when they're dating. That's a good thing for us in business.
Yeah, that's a good
Okay,
thing.
all right.
You
When you're
go-
dating
you go
somebody
buy.
and you like them, buy them a house and come through me, Breland's Universe, all day long.
Okay, there you go. There you go.
He plugged.
We're not going to say what they can't do. I just said, what I said. So that's all I got to say about that.
That's all we
And when
gonna
y'all
say
buy that
about
house,
it.
you need a chef. Hot call me.
Because you're gonna need a housewarming party.
That's right.
Put together. And if you want to put together the right way, then call Lakeisha.
Lakeisha,
And she'll put it together.
If you need
the
a
right
radio
way.
media host, call Wanda.
Call Wanda. So we don't care how you buy the houses,
Just
but
buy
just
it.
buy the houses and know what to do after you buy
Once
the
you buy
house.
the house.
That's all you got to do. So we got some events coming up, and I'm gonna wait till our slides come up there, and then I'm gonna get into talking about these events that we have coming up. So we got study
Jeremy-
hall coming up, and study hall is a it's a play put on by teens. It's called Getting to the Root. It's attacking the bullying issue. So we want to raise the awareness to bullying, and this event is April the 18th, and it's going to be at the Results Central. Now it kicks off actually on the 17th, which is the official Teens Against Bullying Day. April the 17th. So for those of you that want to participate, just go to Eventbrite. You can look up either study hall or and all of the things associated with that will come up. So if you want to come out to against the Teens Against Bullying over there at the state capitol in Georgia, it'll be great. We're going to meet with the kids and whoever else want to come, do a tour, and also have lunch. And that's what we have going on. This is a Why I Care production, and it's gonna be lovely. We have the Winning Evening News. That's another platform that we have where what I do is I interview entrepreneurs about their business, and it's three of us: me, Janelle Harris, and Jeremy Johnson. Which what I want to do is just extend my hand enough to entrepreneurs and letting them share their voice and what they're doing and how they're making a difference. So this is going really well. We started this about 4 months ago. I don't know. Time goes so fast, but we do it every Wednesday. This is the Winning Evening News, and it's sponsored by the Wake Up Winning for Entrepreneur team. So we are the ones that sponsor that. So you guys, if you're interested in being a part of it, just send an email to the Winning Evening News at gmail.com. And of course, you can join us every first and third Sunday right here inside of Status Network on Manifest TV, the I Am Enough talk show with the Motivational Queen and Chimia and Chef.
What up, though?
What up, though? So that's Jeremy Johnson, and I thought we were going to listen to, we are going to listen to his music. We have an event. Well, we just, is there anything else? Yeah, there was that it?
You talked about the teens against bullying.
Reminder.
Teens against bullying. You
Yeah,
talked about that.
Well,
you talked
and
about
also, no. This Friday, coming up this Friday, the meet and greet.
Oh, yeah.
We're doing the meet and greet this Friday.
That is dang, we're already in March.
We're in March. It's March 1st.
This
March
is
1st.
oh my God! It's
Yeah.
gonna fly by like 2019 did. It's gonna be it's gonna be 2021 before we even know it.
Right, I know,
Jesus
right?
Christ.
So we're doing this meet and greet, and this is a great networking opportunity. Breland will be out of the country probably, but we're gonna be at the Atlanta Crown Plaza Hotel over there on the airport one. And Noah MacArthur is a financial strategist. He's coming in. He said that there's some things that we definitely need to know because this is the new decade, and there's new financing opportunities that we need to be aware of. So he's coming into town, and we're going to talk about that. And so we're just doing a simple meet and greet. I'll be talking about media, marketing, and branding. And if you all come out and there's a need to extend the conversation to Saturday, we're going to be open to do one-on-ones. But Fridays is just going to be where we're going to just kind of do a little kickback and, just a little
educate one another.
And yeah, just meet up, and shoot your shot and, work on building relationships.
Shoot your shot.
Shoot your best shot. Shoot your best shot. I can't with y'all. Y'all all seem like y'all head rum punch. Yeah,
we just high on life.
Just high on life. Just high on life. So
it's the first of the month.
Wake up.
It's the first of the month.
So we're going to take a little break and play. I don't know, producer, we got the music ready?
Bone Thugs and Harmony, first of the month.
No, we get kicked off. Let's play Jeremy. Let's play Jada Prince. Live Out Loud. That's our theme song for the wake up for the winning evening news too.
Awesome.
Good. Because all we got is right now.
Right now.
Okay, so we're gonna listen to this and then we're gonna come right back.
Now.
Got it right now. 1 minute you could be alive, next minute you're a corpse, buried 6 feet underground. No all we got is right now. 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 Right now, right now, right now, right now, right now, right now, right now. Take a step back. You make me wanna live.
got some Jada Prince. All we got is right now. And that's what we love. You got right now, everybody. You don't have nothing else. Now, today's show has been absolutely epic as always. The energy and the vibration. Did everybody enjoy themselves tonight?
Yes, yes. Yes,
That's what I want to hear. Oh, no, I know we can go louder than that. Did everyone enjoy themselves tonight?
Absolutely.
Bad. Okay, fabulous. And you know we love. The cues. Okay, so you know we love talking about all our hot topics today. We hope you all enjoyed our hot topics today. And please like, comment, and you know what I'm saying, share. Make sure you share. You know what I'm saying, because we try to get all the information out there for everyone to know, and we love to entertain everyone on the I'm Enough Talk Show.
Absolutely, absolutely. And y'all also can make sure that you send an email to IamEnoughTalkShow@gmail.com if you are interested in being a guest on the show, or perhaps coming in here just hanging out with us. We love to have you in the studio, as long as we can, just
Keep the
not have
vibration.
any fights.
No fight.
No fighting, but we have a great time, and it's only because we believe in what we're doing, because we definitely believe that your dreams matter. And for further services and assistance, what I do is I help people kind of I hold you accountable. So we know that we can always have big dreams and goals, but they only manifest once we make a decision that we will not let anything get in the way and derail that program. And it seems like as an entrepreneur, the hardest fight is just to keep on track, and especially when you have an outlet to perhaps bring something else in, and you say, well, I could just put that down for a moment. But we know that it keeps causing us to reset, and we want to stop hitting that reset button and hit that completion button. So can the church say amen?
Amen.
All right, then. So until we meet again, we will be back here on the 3rd. It's our Women in Biz time, and we will have our Women in Biz here. They will be bringing on whatever they're going to be talking about. Lord only knows.
It's going to be hot again.
It'll be rowdy, and hotty. Of course, every 3rd Sunday is the Women in Biz, and we come to you live and in color. Always. Okay. So with that being said, we want to say good night, ta-ta. We love you, and there is absolutely nothing that you can do about it. Bye for now.
We'll see you next time.
Peace, love, and blessings.